Hello there dear YouTube friends, welcome to another video of Figma UI UX design. So this is me, Tilak, and you guys can, this video is gonna be about me actually teaching you guys on how to make UI UX designs in Figma, and you can actually get inspirations, a lot of inspirations from Dribble. A lot of the Dribble artists are actually just keep on posting their own creativity of their skills in UI UX design. And which one of them that I have just found from the dribble.com is just this particular UI design of an online learning platform. And this particular UI belongs to one of the dribble artists called Dmitry Lorotsky. So it's a huge shout out to him for actually being reason for this particular video to be made. So let's get started, and yeah, I think we can already start designing. So let's just first of all we need to have a rectangle enough to fill all this text and all these boxes here. So I'm just gonna grab this particular frame tool here. As you can see here, we always need to start with frame tool. The frame will be the one that decides the entire the framework we're gonna work on. Okay, just get the framework and we're gonna draw a nice good looking rectangle, something like this. Okay, and let's give the color to be gray. Yep, as you can see here, the color is being given will be gray as well. I'm gonna copy this and we're gonna just give the color to be gray. Okay, and as you can see here, this is the background here. We're gonna have some corners here. Will be the corners will be very smooth, so we're gonna give some border for the corners here. So by clicking on this, you can actually go to here, this particular right hand side column section here, because just gonna give like around like 100 maybe. Let's see if it's really, oh no, this is too very like I mean, this is seriously a lot. Let's give like about like 25% would do. Okay, let's give, I think it will be 35, I guess. I think it's fine though. Okay, just gonna go again and just gonna give like 30. Okay, perfect. So once we have done that, like this is the background. We have just finished the background. Let's add some boxes here. The boxes is gonna be the one that we're gonna have it arranged neatly. So let's get started with the first box here. So you can see here, this is the nav bar here. So the nav bar will be the first box that we'll be gonna use. And in order to have that nav bar, we're gonna just make a rectangle like this, and we're gonna make it like this here. Okay, that's nice. And just gonna decrease the size a bit, and just gonna place it to the center, and done. And then we need to give the color of the fill to be white. Done. And as you can see here, this shadow is not actually contrasting to the background here. So as always, we need to give some shadow, and the shadow shouldn't be very obvious at the same time. So let's do some shadow works here. Go to effects, and we're gonna actually make some changes here. So let's see how does it able to make some changes. So as you can see here, this is the layer, and we're gonna have some the blur layer first, the blur section of the shadow to be a bit more than what it is now, and that's the first step. Second step, let's increase the spread. The fourth step will be decreasing the opacity. As you can see here, you can literally see a lot of changes has been made, but then I still see that the shadow is very obvious. I don't want the shadow to be very obvious. So let's go and edit more. What I can do here, I can actually reduce the blur and as well as spread. And as you can see here, the shadow has been given, yet it's still very obvious. So what I can do here, I can reduce the opacity as well. you can see here, opacity is given is 10. So it's going to give like 5. Okay, perfect. So as you can see, the opacity has been given. And one more thing is that the curve, I mean, yeah, this box should be a bit more of a curve. And we're just going to give like, I mean, the corner should be around like minimum like about 10. And let's have a check. So yeah, I think we were able to yeah, just make sure this is obvious enough, and the shadow should be a bit more darker. Let's give like around like 8. Okay, nice, perfect. And also let's give the, instead of shadow to be black color, let's add some more let's add some shadow to be more of like, let's give the color to be a bit more like blue. Okay, something like that. That's nice. Okay, so as you can see, this is, we have just made the nav bar here, the nav bar which we just give some shadow. And let's make all of these boxes, let's make all of the boxes using the same shadow effect that we just made. So we can actually just copy and paste it, this box here, instead of just, you don't need to like do each and every single time whenever we want to do the same, give the same effect to the rest of the box. So by just clicking on, just by holding on control button, we can actually reshape the particular box into, no matter how much do we want. And we can actually just follow this here. So there's 3 rectangles, there's 2 main rectangles here. So just gonna do exactly like this, like it. So one here, and before that let me just do some changes here. I can see this, the blur should be even more, and the opacity should be 5, and also the, let's see what we got. Spread is enough. Okay, I think that's it. Okay, we can proceed with creating the following boxes. Copy and paste, and we can actually make like this. And by holding on control, we can actually reshape the box which is created. So just click on, just hold on control, and we can just like move, and then yeah, we can just copy and paste it again. Yep, something like this. As you can see here, there's 2 big rectangles. So just gonna make it like this. Same goes to this. Okay, and also there's like another section here for a rectangle, for the third rectangle. And this rectangle actually is actually like overflowing. I mean, it's not actually within the container. So what you can do, you can actually just arrange them properly. So by doing this, and we can actually like reshape them. Let's say I would like to reduce the size, and just make it center, something like this. Put it center, and you need to make sure it's also aligned to the center. And there you go, we just made exactly like this, the shape. And also we can actually like make 2 of this, of the same one, like this, and just copy it and paste it and place it to the top here. Okay, so this is how it should look like. And also there's 3 more additional boxes that should be on top here, and not so huge, it should be within this particular container. One, and there should be 2 more. As you can see, we have just created all the boxes, and we can actually proceed with the following. And I like to make sure that I shouldn't be this there shouldn't be like more concentrated shadow at the bottom here. So what I'm gonna do is just gonna uh, give this one, yep, for all the boxes here. So it's gonna make this um, y uh, y-axis to be 1 for every single box here. Y is 1, and also for this. Okay, done. So we can actually proceed with adding content, and let's see what else to add. And we can actually add by starting by this icons here, and we can just add just a simple icons from flat icon, which I usually use. Example, let's say there's a dashboard here, so you can actually have this all these icons to be uh, just like copied and pasted here. Example, dashboard. Yeah, just find a simple UI would do. Example, this here. This is actually filled. I would like to have an outline of this. So there's two types of icons that we usually find, which is either filled or outline. This thing is actually filled. So what I can do is I can just need to look for something which is not filled, and yeah, it shouldn't be filled. Just, so as you can see here, this is actually an outline type. So what I can do here, I can just like copy this and just gonna paste it right here, right within the frame. So I need to change this size to be a bit to the center, something like this, and I can actually like reduce this opacity by going to fill and reduce it to 50%. Let's see if it works. Okay, and I'll decrease even more, so I can go here and just type 25%, and you can go back. Yep, as you can see here, it's really the color has been really been great, and I can do exactly like this for the rest of the icons. For example, like I can just like simply sorry, just simply copy this and just paste it, just place it here, place it here, as well as here. Okay, so there's 4 icons. Just gonna select all of them. Just gonna decrease the size a bit, something like that. Okay, just gonna make sure it's aligns to the center. Okay, and let's see how many icons are there. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 icons. We're just gonna add 2 more. As you can see here, these icons are pretty still actually bigger than it's supposed to be. So just gonna reduce the size like this, and just gonna select all of them within the center, and there you go. This is all the icons to be, and only the first icon gets to be highlighted. So in order to highlight this, we need to get this shape tool. We're gonna need this shape tool here. So just gonna select this rectangle, and it's gonna make this rectangle like this. And make sure you put it under the image. As you can see here, just place the rectangle above the sorry, below this particular dashboard layer. So I'm just going to make this to be the blue that we're going to work with. So the blue that we're going to work with is called it's going to be this color here. So this is what we're going to use. So this is the shape here. So we're gonna add some corners to be smooth for like 10. Okay, and also the shape to be should be white when it comes to highlighting while it is highlighted. So in order to make this white, we can actually just make this to use as a mask. So as you can see here, you can actually use this as a mask and click on mask. And as you can see here now, all you do just get a shape tool here and just need to just like make sure you make another layer above it. And currently, even the rectangle color is actually gray. So we can actually change the color of the rectangle by clicking on this rectangle here, and we can actually just change this to white here. And also we need to increase the opacity for this particular icon so that it becomes white. Okay, so next will be okay, let's go for the next one. So the next one will be just a simple logo. We're gonna just make sure that we just have this logo, and then just gonna paste this. Just gonna copy this and okay, just gonna just have this. Just imagine this is the logo, and next will be the first content here. So this is just some layout here. We're just gonna make this. Just gonna make one of this. So we're just gonna type some text inside here. Example, my classes, and I just like to increase the size. And show some cards here. So just some we're gonna add some more cards, and we're gonna decrease the size because it's actually kind of huge though. And just gonna give the color to be a bit gray, something like this. And let's add the cards here. So in order to use the card, we're gonna use this rectangular shape tool, and make sure this is always in the center, and also give some smooth corners like this here. Oh, sorry, it's too big. Okay, that's nice. And also there's going to be another one more product card here. So it's going to give the blue color a really smooth yet very yep, this color here. Okay, that's the first color. Wait, let me just increase the increase the size of this. that's nice. And let's add some content of this. This is going to be just some text here. Just some text will do. Let me just grab it here, and then just gonna quickly just copy what is there inside here. So it's gonna be, the first text will be and then there's more text below here. Let's reduce this color, and also let's the size, it should be even more smaller than it's the one in the top here. So just something like that. So just gonna type some stuffs. Like this, and there's gonna be a more text here at the bottom. Natural numbers. So this is just some simple notes, and then let's just duplicate this. Okay, so once you have duplicated that, we can actually just add more the following content, which is the address here. Just need to add another text box like this, and this is some text here. Something like this. And also the color should be a bit like that. Okay, and I'm going to change the font to my favorite font here. Okay, that's nice. And we're going to add some dates like this. Yep, some simple text of the dates, and let's give the gray color, something like that. Okay, and let's find some icons, which is, we're going to find a calendar icon as well as a location icon. It's going to take this, and it's going to paste it in, sorry, not here, but here, sorry, not here. Okay, once I copy this, it's going to make this to be within this box here, this tiny, make it smaller so that it fits the okay, that's nice. And I'm going to reduce the opacity around to 50% will do. Okay, nice. And also there's one more icon that we want to find, which is the location icon. So as you can see, this is this location icon. Look for the one that which is outlined, something like this. Yeah, and make sure it is it's thick, by the way. Yep, something like this. I'm gonna make a copy of this first, and copy it again, and I'm also gonna give the opacity to 50%, and I'm gonna place it right here. Sorry, not this, but this right here. Okay, so that's the thing. And last but not least, it's the profile avatar and the name. So we can just actually just look for an avatar, simple avatar, and we'll just make a copy of this icon and place it at the bottom here, and just copy any avatars that you can find here. Example, let's say something which is really nice here. So I find this to be really more than enough. So copy this. It's gonna paste it on top of this layer and I'm gonna increase the height of this a bit more, and I'm gonna just like increase the size of this as well. And yeah, lastly will be the name of the person. So just some random name, and there you go. And there you have the first uh, product card. So I'm just gonna make this to be a bit more thicker. Okay, so just gonna copy this the whole thing by holding Control button, and just gonna copy it and just gonna paste it here so that it fits the frame. Okay, something like this, and make sure you have filled it. Make sure this is to be something like this. Actually fills almost the entire width of this column, and we're just gonna copy and paste it to the bottom as well. Everything, and just gonna make another copy, and there's also one more. And in this case, there's gonna be only two, so we can actually decrease the size of this. And decrease the size of this, and we can actually just decrease the size again. Okay, as well as this, it's gonna place it in the center, and also this one should be a bit top here. Okay, that's nice. Okay, perfect. And let's do the same thing for the following one here. Just gonna copy this and this and this as well. Okay, that's nice. And there you go. This is the first the first box that we just created here. And let's just do the following ones. The following ones just requires a huge image here, and you can just actually just make a image to be exactly like this here from Pexels or any like free sites that they offer. Just need to look for you can just like abstract background. Just look for abstract background, and then you'll be able to find one of these exactly like this. And but in order to have this exactly like, I mean, you need to use something like just you can find more of this. But I like to go for Microsoft Windows 11's background, which is like almost the same as the this particular design that we are gonna copy. So we're just gonna take any one of this, for example this here, just copy this, and I like to make a frame tool here, which frame tool, which exactly looks like this, a rectangular, and inside the frame here we can actually paste the photo. So we can actually decrease the size of the photo and make sure it fills the frame, something like this. And as well as we can actually give the frame uh, some rounded corners, for example around like 10 or around like 20. Okay, that's nice. And you can do the rest of it like just something like this, the same like this, as this. Okay, something like that. And next will be, let's add some calendars. So this is going to be a simple calendar here, this will do. And just we're gonna use some from Google, for example calendar. Sorry, not here. Just type calendar to anywhere that you like to search from, and then you can just simply use some random calendar. Yeah, so widget, right? Okay. And as you can see here, you already found a lot of examples. Put calendar UI, something like that. Okay, that's there we go. We just found this. I'm just gonna copy this and we're gonna paste it here, something like that. And we can actually crop this by doing this and this and this as well as this. Okay, so this reduce the size. Make sure it fits the box here, and then we are done. Okay, nice. And let's say I want to remove this line here, which seems very not so important. Okay, nice. And let's go to the following part of the sum. It's gonna be some people here, some contact and pay and their payments. So I'm just gonna copy this and I'm gonna paste it here. Oops, sorry. Drag it and drop it here. And I'd like to make this to be a bit bigger, and also as well as the fonts here. We give it to around 13 would do. Okay, nice. Just gonna place it here, and also their payment. Gonna add another payment like this, simple payment, like around $10 would do. And I have to give the color to be more like blue, I guess. And I'm gonna decrease the thickness to be regular, and it's gonna make the thing to be smaller. Place it here. Okay, and it's gonna make a duplicate of this a couple of times, and once more. Okay, nice. That's nice. Because here there's a huge difference in gap, so it's gonna make the same to be here. And let's go to the following. Yeah, we need to give the title for this. The title will be payments. So we're just gonna decrease the size a bit smaller, like this. And let's copy all of this, and we can actually reduce their size though. All at once, not like this. and let's give some title for this card, which is gonna be payments. And let's, yeah, before forget, I need to give the text for the title for this as well. So what's the title of this will be a calendar, something like that. And just copy this, and we're gonna have it here as well. Sure, this is the same as here, as well as here. Okay, we are done with the cards here. Sorry, a bit more. Okay, I think we are done with the cards here. Cards at the bottom, and let's focus on the cards at the top here. So it's going to be some people and their address. It says my students. So I'm going to copy this, paste it here. This, and make this color to be a bit darker than usual. Okay, nice. And you can just for now just make this to be the same. For example, you can just paste it like this, and this, move to the top here, and we're gonna just copy the address and paste it within here, as well as the icon, the image, I mean the icon of the location. We're gonna place it here. Okay. And we're just gonna make a copy of this, and just gonna place it here. And for here we'll be displaying the account balance. It is, and we're gonna put it here, and it says payments account. Sorry, so it just says account. And then we're gonna put it this particular text, place it here, and increase the size. And before that, let me just fill up the text, dollars, and increase the size. And also some ID here to be the same as this. I'm going to say a Visa, which is the payment type here. Okay, just going to place it a bit more to the right, and this is going to be, and also this size should be a bit more bigger than it should be. Like 24 would do. That's nice. And you can just place it at the center, and you can just increase this size to be a bit more bigger than usual. And okay, Okay, I think I can guess that we all done with the cards here. And next up we can do is actually the three icons here. Three icons that we're gonna use, which is a search bar, a notification, and an avatar of the teacher, of the user. So let's look for search bar. The next will be a bell icon. So yeah, those are two icons which we need. And just gonna take this, copy this, and just gonna place it right here and decrease this size. And I'm just gonna place it right here, as well as another one here, just so that we can have another. Okay, so let's copy the bell icon, which is here. Copy this, and I'm just gonna replace this with here. I think I'm using this, and which is copy this and just replace this with this. Okay, that's better. And last but not least, let's take the avatar again. Just place it here, and I'm just gonna use a different avatar than this because this is for students. So just gonna go here and look for avatar, and the avatar is gonna be about the teacher. So I'm just gonna take this. And paste it with here, and also reduce the size of the avatar. Okay, and just gonna make sure it's like a bit to the center. Okay, that's nice. So as you guys can see, we have already almost we have done with the whole admin. Sorry, the learning platform here for the teachers. And last but not least, we can actually just have all of this to be changed according to your preference. But in this case, I'm just using like a simple yet template, easy template here. So it's just my way of just like teaching, I mean, sharing my way of just like developing a UI. You don't have to literally just fill up a real data. You can just literally just copy and paste it every single time that you would like to have like an extra data. So yeah, I think that's all from me. And yeah, thank you guys for watching this entire video, and hope we'll be meeting now another UI UX design in Figma, and as well as another new and also as good as this UI design that we have just created here. So thank you guys for watching this entire video. Hope we'll be meeting in our next upcoming Figma design videos. So thank you guys. Till then, peace.